don't know if you saw it, I just like swallowed a bug. Before getting started on the rebar, we're just shoveling out any collapses, just in case more mud comes running in after it rains heavy. We're cutting our final rips for the small sections of the steps. Callan's cutting it to fill in the little gap right there and right there, so it looks like this after. Callan wanted more screws, so I made him a little delivery package.
Nice.
What the hell? This battery's ass. Let's go get a new one. Take this guy. Hopefully that's better. What's a good way down? Oh. Let's try something. This is really hot. Ouch. What are you doing over there? You've been there for so long.
I need a couple more times.
Maybe use this. Actually, I have a saw. What am I doing? I don't know if you saw it, I just like swallowed a bug. Perfect timing because this battery's now dead. Okay, here's the game plan for the rebar so far. I'll put in all the long pieces, then come back and put all the short pieces. And then figure out the steps, because the steps are going to be its own little project. I'll get you mounted on my head to show you a little bit of POV. Okay, let's go. 4, so right here, there, and let's go. These are annoying to get in after with these straps on, but manageable. It's gonna be something like that. I don't know if we're doing it wrong, but this keeps bending it past 90. So I don't know if you need to have a different bit to get the 90 degree with this bender. I guess the way we'll do it, roughly put up a square and see how far off we are. We'll continue it just doing it with the square. But yeah, if someone knows if you need a new bit, please let me know. We're just working on putting the rebar in, and I just sent Kellen up the hill to get a nice time lapse for you guys.
Caught me laughing so hard. I'm like on the phone trying to not fall. Wasn't as cool.
It's nice when you bend something, it just fits like a glove. So basically what we've been doing for our forms is having an 8-inch clear cover. So from the edge of the concrete to the rebar, that's 8 inches. We're gonna lift it off the bottom of the form 3 inches, and we've been doing that by hanging it off these. When we splice the rebar, we at least have 2 feet for this 15M bar. We try to space out the splicing, so we'll have a splice here, and then we'll have the next one right over there. Okay, I'm starting to like this rebar bender. I'm gonna try to do it with one hand for you. I just wish there was a setting that it just zeroes it out at 90 for each setting size of rebar. What I've been just doing is I use a square, I go slightly past the square. When I release it, it bounces back a little bit. So I line this up right about there. And then I'll just bend it. That's probably about good. Then I'll just double check. So I need to go a lot more, so I'll just drop it back in. Try that. Obviously a lot easier with 2 hands, but that's not bad. So this is the current progress so far. We got up to there, down this way, all the way around, up to that step right there. Right now I'm doing this alone now because my brother Cal, he wasn't feeling good. He was getting lightheaded. So I'll just be finishing up for today. But I'll show you how this one works. You've probably seen it already, but this one's the rebar cutter by Kentall. And really just line up where it needs to go. And once it's in, it's really easy. You just... So we finished work a little early today. So my brother Callan, he started feeling lightheaded when he was working in this one corner of the house. And then he went inside and I just continued working. And then I ended up working in that area eventually, like a few hours later. And then I got really lightheaded. So I wonder if there's like some kind of gas coming out of the ground there. We'll see what happens when we get back in there. I think maybe in 2 days or something. I'll update you then. I came back to finish the rebar and bring my stuff down. I dropped my jacket right into the muddiest spot of the hole. which really sucked. We came up here the night before, and we're gonna get up early tomorrow to finish up the rebar. Good morning. I'm gonna show you what we have left to do today. We don't have a crazy amount. So there's only 2 more pieces of rebar, one right there and one right here. Other than that, this whole section is complete. And then over here, we just need to finish doing these steps. And this side hasn't even been started yet. So basically just the garage and 2 spots over there. This is how we've been hanging the rebar. We couldn't find any chairs in stock anywhere, so we're just using tie wire. So that's equivalent to a 3-inch chair. So what I do is I grab my spool of wire. The wire that I need is about 3 lengths, and then I get little pieces like this. I take my linesman's, I put my piece of wood underneath, and then I just twist it until it's tight, and then I just remove the wood, and then now I got my rebar suspended 3 inches from the bottom. This is how I make the piece. 1, 2, 3, cut. Now I got a lot of pre-cut wire to hang the rebar. My dad's helping now. He's just suspending the rebar, and I'm making my way around the garage. This is the last piece of rebar in the whole strip footing, and it goes right there. Okay, it's in. Now we just need to finish hanging the rest of the rebar and straightening it up a little bit, but it's looking good. I just climbed up the dirt mountain to get you guys a good view of what we've done so far. So the forms are done. We ran all the rebar. Just a few little tweaks we still have to do to it before the inspection, but we're just about ready to call the inspector to take a look. So hopefully that will happen this week, and then we can pour this week as well. That'd be nice. But stay tuned. Okay, it's chest again. I don't know if I can do this, but let's give it a shot. Okay. Okay, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.